And now
Remember
your
that one year
shoe-
there were like 200 things?
Yeah.
Here's a
Yeah.
toaster. Here's a microwave. Here's
Here's a wall clock.
Yeah.
Here's a toothbrush.
I'm picturing like walking into your kitchen and being like, Alexa, and like a whole chorus of just like, yes!
everything like that.
It's pretty much like it's like Toy Story when he closes the door and all of them just like come up.
Yeah.
There was also an Amazon event this week.
Yes.
It was not live streamed, but there was plenty of coverage of it from journalists who did go to the event in New York, where we got the new Alexa Plus, AI-driven Alexa Plus.
Yeah.
It's generative, it's talkative, it's got a personality, and it's allegedly going to be way better for $20 a month.
Or included with Prime.
Or you have Prime and you get it for free.
Well, included.
Yeah, included.
Well,
yeah.
Yeah.
I see what you mean.
I already have
Definitely
Prime,
not
so
free,
it's free.
yeah.
But yeah,
Well,
girl math. It's free. It's free. I just get it. Yeah.
I think a big thing Panos seemed to, because there was no live stream, like you said, but he talked a lot about how, like, when you're talking to smart speakers, whether it's Alexa or Google or anything, we kind of like have all developed this language on how to get the correct results from it.
Yeah.
And like, I swear they said this last Amazon event, but I remember nothing from the last Amazon event. So, generative AI makes sense here because you can be more conversationally based, and hopefully it can understand that better, so you don't have to talk like a caveman to your smart speakers.
yeah.
They talked a lot about why it will be better. They didn't seem to talk a lot about how it's going to work to be better than that. So we'll see.
What do you mean by that?
Like the LLMs and all the...
It just seemed to be a lot like, this is, what did Panos say? This is, every once in a while you get a technology that genuinely will change the world.
I guess
It's
that's
like-
generative AI.
I guess
Never
it's
heard that
generative.
before.
Yeah, never heard. I think the easiest way to go about this is we listed out a bunch of examples they gave on what you could ask the new Alexa stuff.
Sure.
And we'll just go through them all and say if we think they're cool or not, or if you would use them.
Okay.
Cool. Ask to order groceries for you.
No.
Would never do that.
Okay. Send event invites to your friends.
Through Apple Invites?
Probably not.
Through Amazon
Through
Invites?
Amazon invites.
What?
You can't use it because you don't have Prime.
Send Amazon event invites. to-
No, sorry. It just
it's
says
not
event
real-
invites.
It's not real Amazon event.
No, the invites come in like that bubble wrap and its envelope thing.
No, it comes in a 6-foot box, and it's got a piece of paper in the box, and that's it.
Yeah, I've never asked my smart assistant to do that. I don't think I would.
No.
Cool.
Verify.
Reference local businesses through Yelp and is able to book dinner reservations.
That I could do that.
I could see that.
I would need to confirm.
All I really care about is, does it actually book it, and is it going to be like at the exact time that I asked for? Because other than that, what do I care? Like, am I picking a table? There's nothing really else to
Yeah.
do. So I feel like that's
Indoor,
simple.
outdoor.
Yeah, something simple like
I
that.
don't know.
That sounds good, except are we all still worried that actual hosts are going to pick up the phone and hear a robot and be like, shut up, and just hang the
Well,
phone
it's
up?
through Yelp, right?
No, they're just using Yelp as their reference to if you ask about a business.
Wait, it
that's-
calls for you?
And then it'll book the reservation afterwards, which I'm assuming is...
Wait, it calls for you. It doesn't just do it online through an API.
I'm not
I was
totally
going to
sure
say,
about
Because-
it would make more sense if they use like a Resi sort of API.
That was what the
situation.
Google
Okay.
Assistant demo did at I/O years ago, and people freaked the hell out.
Yeah,
about
called.
it.
That's just what I assumed because that's what I'm thinking.
What if it
I
did what Rabbit
don't think
does,
it does
and it teaches an LAM to use an
That
app?
actually is. It does do that.
Is that what
So
Alexa's going to do?
They have partners where it will click around on the partner websites to do things for you. It's
So this is the-
agentic, is what they call it.
Yeah, this is the real future of these AI assistants, is them
Being
doing
humans.
things for you.
Yeah.
Like actions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that.
Continue. Sorry.
No, don't be sorry. I wasn't sure what that was. I'm going to skip through. Read study guides and test you on answers.
Hell
Sure.
yeah.
If you're in school, I think that sounds pretty
I like
cool.
that.
Unless it
Here's-
just lies to you about what you
Yeah, right. You go through. Alexa told me the dinosaurs. Okay, here's the one we've all heard before: research trips and create your itinerary. Oh, I don't think it says book for you.
It doesn't say book for you.
Okay, cool.
Which is
I'll take that.
hopefully they learned a lesson from everybody else and realized nobody wants to just blindly book an entire vacation.
Yeah, that makes it
Yeah.
actually usable for me.
Yeah.
So
it just
I will
makes
never
this-
let an AI
No.
book it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it makes a sample itinerary
Seems
that
like
I
I
can
t-
look at and then book accordingly.
Yes.
Or maybe adjust it. Okay.
Again, I'm going off this of articles that were written probably inside of while still sitting in their seats because
Right.
they didn't live stream this event for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Find songs with relatively vague descriptions.
I like that.
We could have used
Yeah.
that this morning.
Google.
Yeah.
Google can kind of do that. You can hum songs to Google.
You can, and it's really good. This morning it could not find, although I doubt Alexa would have found the royalty free song you were looking for.
I wasn't that good
but
at humming it.
I was gonna say I walked in and Marquez and Andrew were just humming a song randomly, and I was like, "What is happening?"
You guys know
That's
that
what
song.
you were doing.
You know that song.
Yeah. Cool feature about Spotify is you can just put in some lyrics and it'll pull the song.
Oh,
for
really?
you. Yeah. In the search bar.
Oh,
You should
well,
type
that's if
Oh.
you get the lyrics right.
That's a good
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can jump to a movie scene, which I read they tried to show on stage and it failed multiple times.
Hell yeah.
I like
Sweet.
the idea of that. If you're like referencing something and you want to show it to someone,
But
that
how
would
will
make
the
sense.
movie
Yeah.
clips on YouTube get a zillion views?
I
This-
guess they're gonna go use Amazon library
Prime
stuff.
Video?
Yeah, it would probably only be Prime Video. This would work perfectly for the current season of Love is Blind, which is the most boring season that's ever happened. So just like jump to a good part of it, but
Jump to a
I
good
digress.
part.
This is the thing I thought was the coolest. You can ask, has anyone walked the dog today? And it will reference your other smart cameras around your house to see if the dog has been taken out at any point.
Specifically Ring cameras, which Amazon owns.
I'm assuming. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm assuming everything in here is like
Their
pretty
ecosystem.
Amazon specific.
Yeah.
That's another good one if it doesn't hallucinate. Because it's for sure gonna see
Well,
squirrels
it shows you
outside.
video.
Or someone
it shows
else.
you the video, though.
Oh, okay. As long as it cites its sources. If it's like, oh yeah, you walked the dog today, and you're like, okay, great. And it just saw a squirrel walking outside and thought that was the dog, then that would be bad. But
Is
okay.
that easier than just being like, Andrew, did you walk the dog today?
Yeah, that's also true.
I like how you can spend this much time to see if the dog has been walked when you could just take the dog out for the walk really quickly. And if it gets 2 walks, I'm sure it won't be that upset.
No, you can't walk the dog twice. Obviously. That's a joke. You can walk your dog twice. It's fine.
Encourage it.
I'm glad.
I think you added the rest of these.
Yeah. Okay. So it uses both the Amazon Nova model and Anthropic models. Amazon is a major investor in Anthropic, by the way, so that's probably why. Yeah, and then we talked a little bit about it is agentic. So they have partners where if you ask it to do a thing, it will go to the website and click around the website for you and do those things. We'll have to see how well this works. We have seen demos of this from Anthropic before, and it was quite bad. ChatGPT also now has a thing that does this. It is also quite bad. So, you know.
So Rabbit was onto something, but theirs was also quite bad when they first started, but now
theirs
they're
was
developing
exceptionally bad.
it. Yeah.
But yeah,
But they
at
were
least
earliest.
the other thing is that like these are partners. So it will the Rabbit's problem was that they were like hard coding the like click locations, and then the website would just like slightly change the UI and then it stopped working.
They didn't have partners and they tried to do it with AI and make it smart.
Sort of. Yeah.
It's
yeah.
confusing. I feel like they've said a lot of different things, so I don't know
Yeah, Rabbit
if
has
they
just said
would
a lot of
dispute
things.
that or not. But I think the easiest way
really
to say
care
is
what they
it
would
didn't
dispute.
work at all.
It didn't work at all. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So because they have these partners, maybe there's a higher chance of it working better. Also, it seems more likely that maybe they would use some sort of computer vision method to actually know what buttons are what. I don't know.
I would argue that if you have partners that you're working directly with, you don't have to teach them anything novel. You just show them how to use your partner's service.
Yeah.
And you don't really need any.
But also,
Special-
I don't necessarily think these partners are going to be like, every time we update our website at all, we'll let you know, and you can update your Alexa thing first. Like, that seems like a lot of work.
But we're partners.
Yeah. Okay, other thing is there's now going to be Alexa.com is now going to exist as a place for long form work, they say, which I believe is similar to the ChatGPT like long context window where you can sort of tell it things about you and it'll remember those kind of things. So I think it's just going to kind of be their version of like a portal where you can do everything. They're also releasing a new phone app that you'll be able to use, similar to the ChatGPT app or the Gemini app.
Oh,
So
we can bring back the
That sounds good.
assistant battle.
This is always interesting.
true.
Yeah. The assistant battle is been interesting in the past because we would do like Google Assistant versus Siri. And then we'd also throw in Alexa, but Alexa would be running on like an HTC device that they partnered with. And it's like it couldn't, it didn't have as much access to reach into the phone and do stuff because Siri plugs in to Apple's OS and Google Assistant plugs in to Android. But
Gemini.
Alexa couldn't really do that. So it'll be interesting to see what that sort of comparison looks like again now. We have Gemini, we have Siri still, although that's still not updated. And we're still waiting to see what that ends up doing.
The other thing was that the Deep Siri was supposed to be in iOS 18.4, and it just isn't.
It's not better.
Well, it's not out yet.
Right. Yeah. Siri's still bad.
It's still bad. The funny thing with Amazon is that Alexa was basically first. Alexa was like the first smart assistant on any of these devices. And then they just lagged so hard and took forever to release these generative models for themselves, which is kind of ironic when Anthropic has been their partner for a long time. And I feel like they could have integrated that faster, but apparently they had problems. So
yeah. So I wonder what a ChatGPT versus Alexa versus Gemini versus Siri looks like when they're all
That's gonna be
at their
fun.
best on phones.
Yeah, that
We'll
will be
see.
fun. Yeah, a lot of people were thinking they were also going to announce new hardware at this event because traditionally at these Amazon events, they've just been like,
Oh, yeah.
and now the clock has Alexa in it, and now your your razor has Alexa in it, and now
Remember
your
that one year there were like 200 things?
yeah,
Here's a toaster. Here's a microwave. Here's
here's a wall clock.
Yeah.
Here's a toothbrush.
I'm picturing like walking into your kitchen and being like, Alexa, and like a whole chorus of just like, yes!
everything like that.
Yes.
It's pretty much like it's like Toy Story when he closes the door and all of them just like come up.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm excited to test that. I think it'll be cool to compare them all against each other. Did I tell you guys about the time when I woke up in the middle of the night because I had been watching TV and Waveform started auto playing, and there was a part in Waveform where I said, "Hey Siri, set a timer," and then I woke up.
You got yourself through the podcast, dude.
That's so crazy!
It was crazy. I was
Damn.
like,
That's
wow.
dude. That's you
Get
from
wrecked.
the past helping you
That's-
from the future.
But it wasn't helping me because it woke up at 3 in the morning.
That's just karma in
Yeah.
her purest
Dude.
form right there.
That's so crazy.
That's wild.